Camera's rolling.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Excuse me.
Yo,
I sneezed. My bad.
welcome to Behind the Ink.
welcome.
Welcome. I'm your host, Caleb.
Alex.
El Gordo de la Tinta.
What? El cacique soberano real.
Shout out to the production Bless from Bless Enterprise at Dice
Bless.
Recording Studios in Orlando, Florida. Guys, real quick, your support means the world to us. So please subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you can stay updated to the latest interviews. Also, it can reach out this content to other tattoo lovers like you guys.
You got a script, huh?
Woo, yeah, I got it. All right, so real quick, we're going to present,
Without further ado,
the owner of one of Ink Magazine's that you got to come to see the tattoo,
best chops.
the best shops. And honestly, I'm in awe with this shop. I love this shop. Let's present the owner, the guy, the big boss, Legion. How's it going, my friend?
Hey, man, it's going great. Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. I really appreciate it, man, for you taking your time. I know you're a busy man.
He's smiling.
Yeah, you are a busy man.
Like,
So
is it weird to hear that you are a busy man?
No, man, I've been hearing it like a lot more lately, and it's I don't want to admit it to myself, but perhaps like it's about that time to just be like, yeah, I like it though, man. Like I like the stress, I like the constant of something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
feel
don't know
you.
if it's the ADD. I don't know what it is. You know, but I
Ism.
feel like
The isms,
yeah,
the
for
isms kick
But I
in.
feel like I operate best like at this level of like high stress. I don't know what it is.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I was like that
definitely.
yesterday, trying to get all this equipment and set up, make sure everything was proper, probably working and stuff. But yeah, man. Well, Legion, before anything, probably everybody knows about you, but tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Oh.
My name is Legion. My name is Legion Avegno. I am the owner of Fallen Sparrow Tattoos. I have been in the Kissimmee area, actually on this strip now for about 18 years. I've owned Fallen Sparrow for about 15 years. I am also one of the guys that brings you the Orlando Tattoo Show. That's
Well, thank you very much because we
Yeah,
had a lot of fun.
only 18
that
years. That's
show.
it.
yeah,
No, that show was dope.
a long 18 years, man.
That's what's up, man. So, I think your style is micro realism. Is it micro realism?
I'm micro because I'm short, but no, I just do realism.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just seen most of your work on that micro realism, and man, that's just something else, man.
No, man, I actually do. Most of my work is like sleeves, bags, like
Okay.
things like that. Yeah, but I do enjoy doing. So the smaller pieces are instant gratification because I get to see them start and finish that day.
Yeah.
The other ones, the sleeves, man, like I gotta wait months to see that shit finished.
Sessions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I do both. Realism, I would say I focus more on the storytelling side of
Okay.
of the art. But yeah, focused on black and gray realism, or what I think is realism. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it's
Dude,
realism.
it
to
is
me.
it is realism,
That's
bro.
interesting that you focus on the story aspect of the art.
Yeah.
How?
So, I've said this a couple of times, man. But like, so when I was little, I saw the movie Bambi for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so at that time, like, you usually have like what I was used to watching was like Looney Tunes, and Looney Tunes, all it has
Yeah.
is just like Bugs Bunny
Mm-hmm.
fucking up Daffy Duck, fucking up Elmer Fudd, and so it's like all like comedy, right? Yeah, you
Gotcha.
just
Yes.
laugh your ass off from that. But Bambi was different, man. Bambi, like, it brought a range of emotions through the storytelling in art. And I had never seen that at that time. Like, I was 7 years old, man. And I decided that I wanted to do that or work for that company.
Okay.
And went through college for animation. And then 2 months before I graduated, they shut down the program.
Okay.
The animation program, the Imagineers.
Yeah.
They were running it in
Right.
Imagineers.
Right, yeah. So they shut it down, and so out went my childhood wishes and dreams and stuff. And so,
Tis.
yeah. But I found this, man. And so, basically, the stories that I wanted to tell to make people feel something, I do now through the tattoos. And the way that I do that is like I'll ask you, about your. I don't care what you bring me. Like even if you bring me, something that's very generically done and overdone, chances are we're not gonna do that. Chances are I'm gonna find out why it
Yeah.
is that you're trying to get that, so that I can put a spin on it to make it a little more yours, a little more storytelling. I start off by asking people what emotion they want to convey, either for themselves or for the viewer. Like, let's say you want to get a tattoo, and I say, what do you want the viewer to take away from this piece? And so we start with that,
Okay.
Oh,
and then
nice.
we build on that story from like your life story based on those emotions as opposed to the imagery that you're trying to bring me.
That's a lot of homework.
It is.
It
Like,
is.
bro,
It's his
I've watched some
job.
terrible
Yeah, no,
movies.
His job.
but damn, it's a lot of homework. But because you're trying to get to know a person within,
You say it's a lot of homework,
You
but
know.
because he does all of that.
yeah. No, he probably got it unpacked now. Like,
No, what I'm trying to say, what I'm going to say, just because he does all of that, his pieces actually create emotion, action, and all this
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
on that person that's
Right.
getting it.
Yeah, and so you end up enjoying your tattoo a lot longer. Like you end up being it ends up being something that throughout your life you're gonna find other little things that I kind of like snuck in there.
Okay.
And that I love, like that little surprise. Like
puts
you don't
Easter
just
eggs.
see, yeah, you don't like just see it like when you're here in the mirror. Like you go home, you're like, oh shit, that's in there. Like I love that.
That's what's
That
up.
part makes me happy.
That's awesome.
So Legion, real quick, when and how was that transition from just being an artist? Obviously, we all started as an apprentice, but now you are the owner of Fallen Sparrow. It's a great place again. How was that transition from being just a regular artist and now you got to do
Business,
management?
yeah, the business.
If I had to do it again, I don't know if I'd own a shop. I think it's a lot easier to just tattoo at a shop. The shop takes care of a lot of things for you. You go home at the end of the day. You don't have to worry about other people's, because every decision that you make as a business owner affects the livelihood of everybody else that's under
That's
that
part of
roof.
your team. That's
Hell
that's
yeah.
under
Yeah.
your
Right.
umbrella.
Right, and
Yeah.
if you're an owner that gives a shit, then you have to take everybody's feelings, thoughts, and like the way that they are. Everybody has different personalities, so you have to take
Yeah.
all that shit into account. Dude, it's so fucking stressful.
That's
like
a lot of
it
stress.
absolutely is, dude. I house 13 artists here, right? That doesn't count the piercers, that doesn't count the management, that doesn't like none of that, and
Yeah.
it's catering to a lot of different personalities, man. Had I not opened the shop though, I'd just be worried about myself. I go home and I
Exactly.
enjoy my life.
It's like you're the dad and they're your kids. Papa Legion.
Papa Legion. From now on, Papa Legion.
around. Though. Sometimes I'm the child in this, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody's-
This is my house. I can do whatever I want.
no.
This is my bird box. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, no, I get it. I get it. It's stressful. It's just us two. We have our own salon suite, and it's just us helping each other out, and it's a mess. We gotta.
Yeah, he's more organized than I am.
Yeah.
So
You have to because
he takes that part of the burden.
Yeah, the chaotic side of things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm
Yeah,
at. Like
yeah.
I'm super chaotic, and luckily I have Hector, like
Yeah.
in management, that he kind of like organizes things for me a bit. He's a bit chaotic himself, so he understands my language sometimes. But
Yeah.
but yeah. We lucked out.
That's
Wanna
awesome
get
to
your head
have.
in?
Yeah,
Wanna
yeah,
in,
get
your
your head
buddies?
in,
Say us
man.
hello?
Just pop your head
The
in
vlog
here.
man, this man.
I'm on the YouTube.
There you go.
I'm here.
Check out his vlogging.
Yeah,
It dude's dope, man.
super talented.
What's your morning routine to get ready for a long day?
There's no
at the
morning.
shop?
I don't know. I don't know if you noticed.
Morning
but
does
guys,
not exist to this man.
I don't know if you noticed, but you said to be here at a specific time, and I was sure as shit late. So
Hey, it's fine. Hey,
my
listen.
What's
Not
your
not-
morning routine?
yeah.
Not everybody understands or deals with the concept of time as everybody else.
You're right. Absolutely.
I understand.
There's a quote that's really good. It says, "A wizard does not arrive on time. He arrives when he intends to." Gandalf. But I live my life by that. I'm a fucking wizard, Harry. So, but nah, man, I don't fucking lay in bed as long as I possibly can until I gotta start my day, and I'm like, well, I guess time's up for this shit.
Time
And
to
then I
get the
get
fuck
up,
up.
and everything else is rushed.
So basically, you work off of crunch time, basically, like a
So, like I
rush.
said at the beginning of this, like for some reason, I operate best at a level of stress.
Yeah, I can do all
don't
this
know
in
what
4 hours.
it is, for sure.
No, I
And
got
then I
25
procrastinate
minutes.
for the first two.
5 minutes, I got this.
I got 25 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll make
Exactly. Exactly.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, so now because in 18 years you've seen it all, every new style coming every couple of years or so. How do you see the future of tattooing, technology, styles, or trends? I already saw a video of AI trying to make a tattoo on somebody, some crazy mofo.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what you're
You
talking
saw
about.
that
You're talking
one?
about
The video that the
machine- the
computer is
machine
making.
Oh, I saw
you
that.
saw that?
She
Yeah.
does a little
Yeah.
movement.
Do you
like
do you
this.
see something like that in the future? Like that's scary for us artists.
So at that point, I think that's more of like a copy paste. I think that's really good for if you don't want artist rendition of something. So throughout the history of art, right, even back in the Renaissance era and stuff, when people were getting portraits of themselves painted, you had the artist rendition of what that person looked like. It's always been the artist
Yeah.
rendition. And so even if you look at like Greek sculptures, if we were to take a copy paste of a human being, it becomes boring because it's just normalcy. You see it in everyday life. Whereas opposed to something that's exaggerated like the Greek sculptures, it becomes beautiful because there's an exaggeration, and that only comes through the human creativity. So I think that while AI is going to be able to, like, or machines like this that just kind of like print basically on your skin,
Yeah.
there is no rendition of it. Just
Okay.
is what it is. It's a copy paste is going to give you exact. So there's no artistry behind
There's no
it.
uniqueness
Gotcha.
to
There
it.
isn't. There's
won't
no
be.
feeling behind it. So you can plug in the emotions into AI to kind of like fake the funk. But AI isn't perfect right now. Maybe perhaps in the future it will be. But as of right now, there's a lot of emotion that's missing in the AI world. I feel.
If I was gonna say something about that, add a little bit to it. We, like you said, we
I
do
got the-
things according to how we as artists do it, right? Like it's our rendition of,
Right.
of the image or whatever. We're artists now, but we're not looked at as artists and
Right.
artists now. The moment AI starts copy pasting, watch. They're gonna be like, "Oh, do you want an artisan tattoo?" And that's when we have that. I think it's gonna end up being that we're gonna have that little space
Yeah.
as
Artisans.
artisans.
Okay. Yeah, I could totally see that. That makes complete
I
sense.
just went down a
Yeah.
little rabbit hole, you
Yeah,
know.
no, that makes complete sense, man. Absolutely.
I mean, in the future, you like to do the storytelling stuff. Tell me how you feel. All right, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
hopefully it helps in a good way for the artist. I just like computers like that and just going to, I don't know, going to a theme park and you can just go and get it stamped and that's it. Call
You're
it a
gonna have
day.
Skynet doing this shit for you.
Yeah. Scary shit.
Yeah, that's just scary, bro.
Yeah.
Like I talked with ChatGPT. Sometimes I talk. I'm like, dude. And then like
do you
within a week, I talk to them, and then they remember everything we spoke before, and they bring back the conversations.
Bro, that's why I'm so nice to Siri. I say thank you. I
Yep.
say, please.
Really?
Yo, yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. 'Cause bro, when they take over, they're gonna remember me. Oh, he's nice.
He was the nice one.
Yeah. He
Let's
said
not
thank you and please.
Everything destroyed but Fallen Sparrow.
Boss me.
Oh, that's
Boss me. I'm gonna
funny.
get a blue
That's
roof up there.
funny.
All right, so you said about the Orlando Tattoo Show, you partnered up with our guy Andres Jaramillo. Shout out to him.
Yep.
What's the experience like from your point of view, starting from the Florida Mall Hotel? That was year one. Osceola Heritage Park. I mean, it shows that you're getting a lot of love since you guys got to move to different venues, something bigger, something better. How was that like for you, man?
So for the Florida Mall one, let's backtrack a little bit. So when I was approached with the idea to start the Orlando Tattoo Show, I was told because of the name and the following that I have out here and the shop has out here, that I would just put the company, they'd use the resources, and I wouldn't have to do anything.
Okay.
And I try to stay out of the way in that one. I did advise against the Florida Mall. I had seen a show done there years back, man, and it didn't work. And so I advised against it. I there was a couple of things that I wasn't too content with. And then after the show, I did say, hey, listen, like I this is my name now that's going on here, and if I'm going to be putting my name on it, like I want something that I can be proud of, and not necessarily saying that that show didn't go as well. I just feel like it could have gone a lot better with some local guy direction. You know what I mean?
Okay.
'Cause none of the other people that were involved were really from here, and so they don't know the demographic. They don't know what Florida moves like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the table, and then I ended up getting a lot more involved. Unfortunately, one of our business partners passed away. So in reality, it's four of us. It's Andres, this guy named Martin. Martin usually deals with all of the.
I remember Martin.
Yeah,
Shout out to
cool
Martin.
people.
Yeah, he's cool.
So he deals with more like the logistics side of things, the sales, all that good stuff. He's our finance guy. He keeps all of that in check. And then Juan, who was the person that came with all of the, so he's the one that does the Cali Tattoo Fest out in Cali, Colombia.
Okay.
And
That shit's dope.
that shit
I
is
know.
so
That
fucking
shit's
dope.
dope.
dude.
I looked at the map and there's MMA fighting and
Bro,
stuff on it.
it's so
It's
fucking dope.
ridiculous.
Right. And so,
It's huge.
and so because he already had the expertise, I was like, this is a great fucking team. Unfortunately, Juan ended up passing away last year.
All right.
And so now it's just us three, and the ones that kind of like make the things move is just Andres and I. Like, there's no team.
Yeah.
There's no there's nobody else to kind of like rely on that way when it comes to ideas or even getting tasks done. And I don't know if anybody's ever put together a show, man, or any type of event, but it's not a small task. I have a hard time trying to cater to 13 people in this bitch, and
Yeah.
to cater to
Imagine
300
that, yeah.
plus artists. Like, you're not everybody's gonna be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I do want everybody to know that we do try our very best to make sure that we get all angles. Some things unfortunately fall through the cracks here and there. We're constantly working every single year to improve those things so that
Exactly.
they don't fall through the cracks anymore. But it is a baby show, and I just want you guys to know, whoever's watching, like, we are trying. We are every year looking to get better, and it will get better. I'm
I
excited.
mean,
as shit
it
for
has
this year.
been getting
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
Bro.
absolutely.
I loved it.
Yeah, thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you.
And
It was great.
And just seeing you guys, I'm trying to find Andres. He's over there. Close my eyes. He's already over there on the other side.
Yeah.
And then the guy that didn't want to do nothing with it, he's on stage with
On stage, on stage with the microphone.
Meanwhile, I'm on stage with the microphone. Meanwhile, in my ear, bro, I'm getting yelled at.
Oh,
for
yeah.
something else.
I see
Yo,
Andres.
this shit gotta happen. I'm just like, fucking hey, I'm up here. I get down. Why aren't you on stage, motherfuck? Bro. What a
No,
shit.
it's crazy because the scheduling just with that, and then you got the seminars, and you're like, hey guys, you got the seminars, everybody on, and then out of nowhere you got somebody performing, and
Right.
it was. I saw it from my side, it was pretty hectic for
No,
them.
oh,
For them, like
definitely,
the
definitely.
experience was awesome. I loved it.
Thank you, dude. I was supposed to have these kids come out from OXA.
Okay. School of the Arts.
Yeah,
By
School
anybody
of the
that doesn't
Arts,
know what
yeah. It's
AXA
Osceola,
is.
the School of the Arts.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have a huge orchestra, right?
Oh, nice.
And they've won awards. They've won
Champions.
yeah. And so I wanted to have them come out and just do a whole set, right? Classical music and stuff, like really, really nice. The kids get there, right? And that exact moment, the stage had been empty for a while, and so we decided the stage needs something, so we decided to put a what is that called? A body painter up there.
Oh
So
yeah.
as soon as the kids come in, there's a topless chick sitting on stage, bro. The teacher fucking calls me. I'm like in the middle of a million other fucking things. The teacher calls me like, "Yo, we can't be here. You got a fucking naked chick on stage. Like, the kids
Oh,
can't see this." And
man.
I was like, "Bro, I am so sorry. Like, let me get rid of it." He was like, "Nah." Like, the
already-
principal
to-
came with me because she was excited about it.
Yeah, to them
She
was
saw
already
this.
done.
It was
Yeah.
done. Yeah. So for this year.
Oh man.
I do want to have Oxa come back out.
Hell
and
yeah.
do it correctly. Just publicly want to apologize for that fucking mistake.
Sorry.
Yeah. Whoops.
But besides that, man, overall, that it was a great show, man. I did not complain. I didn't hear anybody complaining from my end.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Anything that you guys have planned for this year, or are we keeping it secret,
It's hush,
or?
hush, bruh.
No, not secret at all, man. Like that, I want you to know. Bring it to the table. No, so this year there are things that we are trying to work with to keep Juan's kind of memory alive in the way that he used to bring like the show of it all, because the dude was a showman, and so a lot of the things that he would have at his, like I would like to just pay homage to him,
Okay,
you
so
know.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
great.
So things like the
Yeah.
fights and things like that. Like I would love to have some MMA
Dude,
fights and
that-
stuff out here. We're actually talking to Natasha back there. I forget the name, but she sent me the information, and so it's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So you know,
This
there's-
guy, we're talking to this guy.
Yeah.
So for the
I got a guy.
We got a guy.
Yeah,
so for the Mario Kart one, are there gonna be any shells this year? Any?
So that's the other thing.
Yeah,
The
that- yeah,
Mario
That shit
Kart-
was
The
dope, bro.
Mario
The
Kart.
Mario Kart was supposed to be a bigger part of the event than it was, but
Yeah.
I didn't get the okay from Osceola Heritage until like maybe 3 weeks before.
Okay.
And so like the planning of
Okay.
it was very, very last minute, which is why like the setup of it, like it was, you can tell it was very last minute.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would bring like a large crowd together, and so this year, now that I know that we have the okay from last year, I can plan it properly and have it done correct.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was fun,
So,
man.
yeah,
That was definitely fun.
yeah.
Yeah, we played a little bit.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
didn't-
I only
we
played
didn't
3
make it.
rounds. I got my ass whooped. And I play at home. I'm retired at home. I don't
So,
do-
so for those that didn't go, the way that it works is there's a tournament Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the people that win Friday, the first place winner from Friday, first place winner from Saturday, first place winner from Sunday,
Yeah.
all get to go like playing on
On the
the
game,
Switch,
on the
on
Switch.
the
right?
Switch.
On Sunday, after the third person wins, those 3 people that got first place get in a real live Mario Kart situation where you're riding around in a track and you're, throwing out
Shell.
We'll
The
have
plush-
shells
plush-
this year. Yeah,
the
yeah,
plush
we'll-
stuff.
the plush
Yeah,
shells.
shells.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool as shit, man. So if you guys are interested in something like that, please come to the Orlando Tattoo Show. It's gonna be fucking
I'll
awesome.
put that video up so they can see it. in
Oh,
the-
no, definitely,
man,
definitely.
that shit was dope,
Definitely.
dope.
Thank you.
So behind the ink is not about just tattoos. It's about music.
Okay.
So what's the music you vibe to?
Typically
when you tattoo.
in here, it's more easy listening. Something like classic rock is usually what's on. If
look at
not, we do like.
He's looking at me.
What is that good? Good thing.
No,
or bad thing?
I don't care.
You say we'll go back to,
All right,
to your
all right.
list. I think
It's either that or like 90s hip hop.
Okay.
Outside of that though, like if you're asking, like if I ever have headphones on and what I'm
Okay.
listening to
Yeah.
it's more likely like some fucking Franco De Vita,
Okay.
Luis Miguel.
Okay.
Chaya, like,
Okay.
So
like things like
he's
that.
making love to
Yeah.
the skin.
You know what it is, man?
he's
It's-
telling a story.
Dog, it's just I don't get to listen to that
Okay.
anywhere else. I don't listen to that in my car because I ride home in silence. I don't listen to music at home. The only time that I listen to music is here. So
It's here.
outside of that, I don't get to listen to that music, and that's music like my mom used to play
Yeah.
growing up, and so like it just puts me in a happy place.
It-
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It,
Yeah.
it brings that nostalgic feeling
Exactly.
towards you, and
Right.
it makes you
Right.
happy.
Right.
That's what me with the salsa.
Go-
Listen
yeah.
to the salsa because
Going to why I'm looking at him. You say classical, right?
Right.
You say classical,
Classic. Well, classic rock.
classic
Classic
rock and
rock.
stuff
Okay,
like
okay.
easy listening.
right? Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a rock person,
Okay.
but I listen to all of it.
Right.
I
all of
listen
the
to
stuff.
everything too.
The funny thing is that one time he goes into the studio, and I have like hertz wave music, which is it's a tone that's played on a certain hertz,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And it mellows you down
Okay.
and it helps and all this stuff.
Okay.
He walks in, and obviously, if you're not used to it, it's going to sound weird to you,
Okay.
or you're gonna hear it, and it's
What is it off tune or something?
it's
It's elevator
He calls
music.
it
Oh, shit.
elevator. He
Is that
walk
like lo-fi?
Yeah.
sort of.
Okay.
He goes.
Send me that, man. That'd be dope.
I will. And then he goes, "What the heck is this elevator music in here?" And my client almost falls off the chair because, you know,
Yeah, they were thinking it
started
too.
laughing. Probably. But I look at him and like, dude, you haven't tried like listening a sound in a specific hertz? Like it really, really
Yeah.
works.
There's like,
It mellows
there's like
you
healing
down.
hurts
Yes,
and stuff like
yes,
yeah. So
yes.
that's what you're doing. Then.
That's pretty much what it was while
That's
I was
cool.
while I was tattooing.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Because I was alone. I was
appreciate
alone.
you
And
don't
this,
appreciate shit, bro.
this guy comes in, the first thing he goes, "What the fuck is this elevator music?" And I'm like, "Dude, really? Elevator music?"
Yeah.
I listen to
but
everything,
sometimes,
man.
but
It's
sometimes
just-
it gets a little bit too much. You're just like, bro, I need something. I'm gonna fall asleep.
that was just out of nowhere, so
It's
it's,
like
just
something-
I didn't expect that type of music in there. So.
Sometimes I ask my client, like, what would you like to listen?
Right.
They're like, I don't know, whatever you want. And then I go and I'm like, putting some Mozart,
Oh.
putting Lagrimosa, or Fortuna, and
Yeah.
they're like, you really going to listen to that? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm.
Well,
you
that
know.
that
We got and you got all the orchestra and the pianos
Right,
and the
so-
violins and all that shit going in the background.
So
and-
not to get like too deep into this, but like they just came out with a study talking about that Beethoven's symphony kills cancer cells.
because you know why, right?
Nah.
Because of the hertz.
Oh
The
shit.
type of wave that it creates on the hertz meter does that.
Really?
All right, so
Bro,
we'll
the
put more
body is so
elevator
fucking
music.
crazy,
We'll
man.
put more elevator
That's
music.
so nuts.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's like getting rid of
We'll
all
put
the
more.
cancer in my mouth.
See, the only hurts I hear is brrr.
because it's waves. It's all wave
Yeah.
music. All that
Right.
music does is create waves,
Some frequencies.
sounds,
and-
yeah, frequencies,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
And our body's really receptive to that.
Yeah, and if you actually take like recording studios and stuff, they don't even show you the gain up. It's all about the hertz and decimals and all that, and how the wave. Yeah, it's science. Honestly, it's science. It's crazy.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Now we're almost done here. Is there anything you want to say to the tattoo world? Anything anything motivational? Anything I don't know. People are trying to come up, trying to be managers or owning a shop or something.
Any good advice? that you
Any
could
the
give?
good advice, the positive.
I
Whatever
would
message you wanna give.
say, stay away from the fads, man. There's
True that.
so like for a little bit it was like the tattoos that looked like stitching, or then after that it was like the tattoos that looked like stickers, and then after that, you know what I mean. So every
The
every
glitter
so-
ones
the
that-
glitter
that
ones,
kinda
right. So now
came off
that
a little bit.
person that did that, they found something new. That's their thing. That's their art. That's the way
Yeah.
that they art. That's the way that they
It's their niche. In other
yeah,
words,
for sure. And so for you to kind of pick that up, it's kind of like you trying to get famous off of mimicking let's say a Picasso, right? Let's say Picasso saw Warhol, who was garbage, by the way, unpopular opinion, but fuck it, it is what it is, right? So let's say a Picasso who was renowned saw this dude's art and said, "Oh shit, that's what got him a buzz. Let me start doing that."
Yeah.
Picasso would have never been Picasso because he would have
Oh,
quit
no, of
on
course.
the shit that he was doing that
Yeah.
made him Picasso. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's say that everything happened at the same time is what I'm saying. And they lived at the same exact time. I don't even know if they fucking did. I'm not a fucking art history major.
We're just
I'm
letting you know that
saying.
he just
Right.
didn't copy off of somebody.
Right.
He
So,
just did his
like,
own thing.
I think that if you stay true to whatever it is in the way that you naturally design, the way that your brain naturally, like your clientele is going to come because of you, not because of anything else. Like I could sit here and do those sticker tattoos too, man, but eventually when that fad goes out, my name is gone too,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
My name went with the fad.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas opposed to if I'm just drawing from my heart, from like my true self, then I'm never gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Knock on wood.
So, I think at if I could give any type of advice, man, just find what you like, however you naturally draw, whatever your medium is, whether it's pencil, whether it's paint, whether it's pen, whatever that is, tattoo like that. That is your natural way of arting. Just tattoo like that. Everybody's going to appreciate it because you're being true to your own art. Art is subjective. And
Exactly.
so because you're doing it out of your like yourself, it's
It's
birthing from
self-expression,
like
yeah.
inside, right? That's your self expression.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to gravitate toward that.
And it's true because there's this guy in Italy. He buys these the foil things para cocinar
Sorry.
and he just hits
What
people
you mean,
with it.
the aluminum
The
foil?
the aluminum, pero lo de para cocinar, para poner like la carne o lo que sea,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah,
bake,
yeah.
right?
Aluminum foil,
Yeah, yeah. He
Aluminum foil.
yo estoy pensando me estás hablando del papel.
But
Oh, tú dices los pans.
The pans,
Ah,
the pans,
pan-
the
he
pans,
says he's
the aluminum
talking about
pans,
a
the aluminum pans.
pan.
So this
okay,
Italian
okay,
guy
okay,
that
gotcha.
goes into like these arts museums or whatever, and he hits people in their faces, and he calls it art, and he's getting very famous. I don't know how you guys haven't seen that yet. That's all over
Wait.
social
so,
media.
So what's the art?
Whatever comes out when you get hit.
El cantazo, whatever the hit
Yeah.
makes.
Yeah, he looks at you. He goes like from afar.
Excuse me.
Gang, boom, and then he's like, "Oh, wow, look at this! Oh, beautiful!" I'm like,
oh my god.
so,
Oh my
so
God.
stick to what you know.
Stick to what you
but
like.
dude, it works for him. You know,
You will get there. I promise.
crazy.
I mean, honestly, speaking about that, I think that's one of not my struggle, but it's one of the things why I haven't picked really a style to stick with when I do my tattoo work. Because when I started, I was like, oh, I want to do neo-tradi. But then the area that I was, neo-tradi wasn't light. It was all about, the black and gray work.
It was a very important character in our history that said, "If you build it, they will."
They will come.
Yeah.
No, of course. So what I said to myself was like, I want to learn to do everything that I can.
Yeah.
That I can do.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
No,
like,
no, of course, of course.
going through the apprenticeship, at least in our time,
Mm-hmm.
you had to learn how to do fucking everything,
Everything.
and then you wind up, finding
Finding
your-
one
right.
thing.
So if you are in the search for that, man, I would say whatever happens when you have a blank canvas, not skin canvas, like just a
Of
blank
course.
canvas, with no reference. However your hand naturally moves, that's you,
Yeah, like if I were to tell you, it's actually like comic book style.
bro.
Like drawing. That's
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that's all he's been doing
expand
from
on
the
that,
beginning.
dog.
dynamic freaking
But
poses.
look
big,
how excited
big
you
hands.
are.
Of course, of
Look
course.
how excited. So you told me a little while ago, you just said you wanted to get into neo-trad. There was no excitement like this.
Oh, hell-
you know what I
oh,
mean?
hell
Like,
no.
bro,
Oh,
this
hell
is where
no.
you're
Hell
at.
no.
Like, bro, expand
'Cause-
on
'cause
this shit.
I didn't say anything, but unlike, just like you, when I was a kid and I was drawing, I wanted to be an animator.
Yeah.
I wanted to do cartoons.
Yeah. But dude, like you have the ability right now,
But
like
then-
especially with comic books, like you have the ability to do storyboarding.
Of course.
And because of that storyboarding, dog, like so that's part of animation. Like you have to do storyboarding to plan
Yeah.
out your shit.
Yeah,
Dog, the excitement you just got, that's contagious. Like I'm excited
of
for
course.
you. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Definitely.
bro, dive into that, man.
No,
man,
then
you didn't listen what he said earlier. You
Yeah,
just
dude,
stick to what you.
I
Damn it.
listened to it. I listened to it.
I'm on the same boat when it realism. I love realism,
Yeah.
and I try to
Love
get better every single moment, every single time opportunity I have, either fake skin or skin. I just love doing it. Love
That's
doing
what's
it.
up, man.
And seeing your work, seeing Andres' work, Jesus, he posted the motorcycle
He's
one.
so fucking talented.
Bro,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
was dope, bro. Eso estaba curado ya hace un mes y medio por ahí. That shit,
Él lo hizo en el show, ¿no?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it.
No,
He did it at
right.
a show.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what show he did it at, but I
no,
know
he did it
at
in
show.
he did it in a previous show that he went to.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that
okay.
shit was dope. So Andre, pronto. We'll see.
Shout out.
But before we end too as well, just like you, that you like your, with your brand Fallen Sparrow, you like to, you're jealous with it. You want to make sure it's looking good and all that. I'm on the same boat with Behind the Ink. So I'm trying to do something to solidify myself that the company itself Behind the Ink is helping artists evolve, whether is listening to this podcast or listening to other artists to get better. And the people that I talk to ain't just anybody tattoo, any tattoo artist. These are people that are dope at what they do. So I have something called Behind the Ink Certified.
Okay.
Hopefully, sounds silly, but hopefully I have a vision.
Why does it
And
sound silly?
I don't know when
No,
you
no,
start
not
when
at
you
all,
start
man. That's a
something, it
dream.
sounds
Nah,
silly,
man.
No,
but it's
no,
a dream.
No, I don't. It's an idea, dude. An ideas
That's
are
right.
immortal.
Yeah, they are definitely. So for you, and I know you don't like cats, so I'm not gonna get you a hat, but I'm working on Behind the
Oh, I
Ink
thought you said
Certified
I
hats.
don't like cats. I said, motherfucker.
No,
I
he
love
loves cats.
I was about to
How many
say.
you got?
Cats, man, that's a sore topic, man.
Yeah, no,
I just lost 5 of them, man.
I'm sorry about
dude.
that.
Sorry to hear that.
Coyotes came through and
I know that feeling. I lost my dog December, so it's
sorry, man.
it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I want to give you this certification, my friend. Behind the Ink Certified. Hopefully, show it to the camera. It's just giving you love, appreciation for
I appreciate you,
you having us here and for
What?
being so dope.
I
Say that.
appreciate you spelling my last name correctly.
Ah, see, there you go. All right, I made sure of it. But yeah,
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
no,
for letting me be a
no
part of this.
worries, man. If you want to shout out again your name, the shop, your people, if you want to shout out, your 13
Oh, man.
badass tattoo artists,
All
you
right,
put them on
all
the
right,
spot.
Here we go. So, my name is Legion Avegno. Fallen Sparrow Tattoos. We have Johnny Ramirez.
Oh, one of the judges.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Johnny,
yeah.
bro, Johnny's so fucking talented. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, if I'm gonna say they're so fucking talented after every single name that I'm about to list, then we're gonna
They're
go
all,
wild.
they're all fucking talented.
Johnny Ramirez,
We'll just copy paste.
Tat Daddy. I know, right? Ricky Rods, Benny Gon, Natasha. She goes by Pacheco Tattoos.
Pacheco
You have
Tattoos.
Nate
Yeah.
Tattooer, Andres Jaramillo, Juan Clavijo, Lolly, Jenna. That's me again. And then we we do laser removal here, and that dude's fucking awesome. Taylor. So if you guys are looking for laser removal and you're in the area, we're actually the only ones in Kissimmee that do this. Please come by. We have
There you
great
go.
prices, unlike other meds places where they offer laser removal. They rely on the laser part to kind of like make the rent. We don't, since we're a tattoo shop.
Oh,
we
nice.
rely on our tattoos. So
Of course.
our deals for laser are a lot lower than if you were to go with anybody else, and our results for some reason are a lot better because we really just want to cover your shit up. We don't need you coming back for 15 fucking sessions. So but yeah, so laser tattoo removal, Taylor, and then we have 2 amazing piercers. We have Natalie and Maye, and then like I said, our great cameraman Lensman here.
Again.
Making up
There you go. Our boy.
Hector. Y'all follow him. Yeah, you want to plug?
Real quick, so your info.
REX.
Closer.
REX dot VIS. That is rex.viz for some dope shit.
There you go. For dope shit. So what if somebody wants to just do a blackout and then do the laser removal?
Yo, I was thinking about that, right? Like, let's say you do a blackout and then you start doing designs in it with the laser, because bro, you can get like very, very specific. Like,
Oh yeah, it's not
hell-
just like big, like semi dots.
you can do a dot or you can do a fucking point, bro. Like it's so precise.
Damn.
And so I actually brought the idea to him the other day. I was like, yo, you should like find somebody that has a blacked out sleeve and just start fucking doing designs on them, like really bold, like.
Bro, that's the
You
better do it
picture
if somebody's
like a-
gonna do it.
like a reverse version of like a Japanese traditional
Yeah.
tattoo.
Will that last better, or would that last better than doing the blackout and then going with the white ink? That's something that's been popping everywhere.
I don't know. I guess time would tell. Like we'd have to do a test, right? We'd have to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, my guy, thank you again for giving us your time. So that I know we gotta go. 48. We got production already telling me, yo, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B.
So thank you
Nah,
again
we have to go. Thank you,
for
Lee.
giving us your time to know more about you. Thank you, production. Bless. Coco, saludo. And again, please subscribe to our channel, like, comment, hit the notification bell, and remember also to follow us on Instagram, behind_the ink. These are your
Behind the ink
boys,
certified.
Kayla and Alex, el Gol de la Tinta, Legion. This is Behind the Ink.
Set up, so never mind.
We're good. I promise. We're good.
But,
Yeah.
Well, we could hear you. I could hear you.
All right, all right.
Yeah, we can cut off that music because in the Orlando tattoo show it was loud and you could barely hear
It was
this.
so loud in there, man.
It was dope.
Oh my god. That shit- Yo, people were talking about they were, yeah, they wanted to throw up. It was so loud.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the funniest shit I've ever heard.